Hello guys, this is Prakash. Welcome to another day of your NLP Tech to Master series. So today we'll understand regular expression and its use cases with some practical examples. Okay. So let's understand what is regular expression. So basically, regular expression you can say that it's an advanced filter or search technique. Okay, like the way you are searching or filtering out data. So you can say that Regex, which is regular expression, is an advanced search or filter technique which use some defined set of rules like sequence of character that define a source pattern. Okay, like it is rule based. So let's say you will have a question like find not AI and find regex to find the number of searching any kind of patterns. So with AI, if you go for any finding the pattern or maybe the exact matching of the numbers, then the AI can make mistakes because it's pre-trained. Okay, there might be some ambiguous answer from the AI is expected because AI will always not give you the 100% precision. Okay, so each regis it is possible and it is achievable with the 100% precision because it is rule based. So it works based on certain rules. Okay, so let's have some basic understanding. Before I show you the basic syntax, let me give you some example. Let's say this is a Word document. Okay, and you want to find the websites available in this Word document. Okay, so you can go to the find option like Control F, and you can search for the word or the character starts with HTTPS because that is likely will be your URL, right? So how many URLs are there? Five URLs are there. Let's say if I ask you find all the numbers available or phone numbers available in this document. Okay, how do you find that? Because you cannot put the exact number or pattern in the document, or in Excel sheet also you'll have the same problem because number can start with any number. So if you want to find a particular number, yes, you can find it. But if you want to find all the numbers, though it is hard to find, right? So let's fix or let's do some practical how to find those URLs, numbers, or any kind of data of birth. So here are some practical examples like email validation, phone number, URL matching, or bill amount. So let's take that document and we'll go to Regex 101, which is a beautiful website to have the Regex testing. Okay, here I'll put the document and first we'll try to find the numbers, phone number. Okay, so before that, let's understand some basic syntax. So dot means here it is any character. Okay, and your forward slash D means any digit between 0 to 9, and slash W means it's word character, slash S means it's white space. So when it's small letter, it is representing the digit, and when it is capital letter, it is representing the non-digit. When the word W is small letter, it is representing word character, and when the W word is capital letter, it is representing non-word characters. Okay, like the same for white space. White space means it's a space. Okay, a space tab or new line. So let's understand how to find the phone number. Okay, the number of phone numbers are present in this document. So how to find that? Okay, so we'll start with any digit. Okay, so for that, here also you can refer any digit that class D, and how many numbers are there in a typical, I mean basically there will be 10 numbers in a phone number, right? So let's see how to find that. Okay, one or more A. Okay, if I plus A, I do the plus, no, I can do the repetitive D like for 10 times also to find. Okay, so here it is showing me three matches. You can go to the match information, match 1, match 2, match 3. So there are three phone numbers. Okay, instead of doing that, that is kind of explicitly you are writing slash d for 10 times. So instead of doing that, there is another shortcut what you can use slash d, and then okay, exactly 3 of it. So you want exactly a digit for 10 times, right? So what we'll do, we'll put 10 here. Okay, and we'll find the same exact numbers here. Match information is same numbers. Okay, that is way of finding phone numbers. Now let's say you want to find emails. Okay, or maybe the website. Let's say we want to find a website. So first we think of how we can find the pattern for website. Well, for most of the website, it will be start with HTTPS, right? And semicolon or double slash. So we'll put HTTPS, then semicolon. Okay. If I put double slash, it will not work because it's a pre-reserved or reserved character. Okay. So for any reserved character, what you can do, you use backward slash and your forward slash. So now we can see it is considering one slash. Now again I'll do backward slash and take another slash. So now it's considering two slash. Okay. Then next what I want. So you can find another pattern that any URL started with HTTPS until till you get a space, right? Because inside the URL you cannot have space. So what you can do, how to do that or find that, well, in the documentation or maybe in the basic syntax. So white space is represented by /s. Okay. So what we'll do, well, now you can see all the URLs are there, right? All the available URLs are there. So let's have another, example, like how to find the email ID. Okay. How many email IDs are there in this document? How to validate the email IDs? Okay. So for example, email IDs are start with any character. Okay. Then you'll have a dot, or maybe you can use this @ mark, the code or the expression for email, and then I will explain. Okay. Good. So now I can see the match information. Yeah, there are 5 email IDs present in this document. Okay. And first is, /w means it started with character. Okay. Then plus your @ mark, which is very basic thing. In every email will have an address. Okay. Then some character, again you have dot, then you have some character. So that's how you can represent an email in regular expression. Okay. So why regular expression is important in NLP? So when you're processing raw text in the natural language processing, like extracting emails, finding phone numbers, the way we showed you in the previous, couple of examples. Then cleaning unwanted text is another, implementation or use case. Then pattern matching in the large data set. So when you have a very large data set and you want, very fast computation, like very fast result, then you use regex. Like when you have, let's understand when to use regex and when to use AI or NLP. Okay. So like when your pattern is fixed. So let's say you are doing some, validation for banking or security related stuffs. So you cannot, guess the prediction from the AI. Okay. So in those things, you used pattern which is fixed by regular expression. And regular expression, since it is rule based and it's only matching the numbers, then you'll have a very fast speed in terms of the result than your AI or NLP. Okay. And when you want precision, like when you cannot miss any single kind of pattern or similar results, and also you cannot afford any kind of wrong results in your prediction. So it's best to use regular expression in those cases. And when to use AI and NLP, when you have data in unstructured way. Okay. So when you have the data which you are unable to find the pattern. Okay. The regular expression is the simplest way to find the pattern. So when you have unstructured data, you can't able to find the pattern, then you use AI and NLP. Then when your context is matter. Okay. So instead of simply finding the result, when you need the context. Okay. Then also you used AI and NLP in those scenario. And when the patterns are very much complex and you can't able to get a pattern and it is too complex to use the regex, yes, in those scenario also you can use NLP. So that's all for today, guys. You keep on practicing so that you'll have a better understanding and thorough on those regular expression syntax. You do not have to remember the syntax because syntax, it is not advisable to remember those syntax. Whenever you need, you can refer to the documentation and you can get the syntax from there. Thank you, guys.